Good morning, children. Today we can study EVS. On the last class, we studied our new chapter. We started our new chapter, My Body. We studied about parts of our body. Which are they? Head, leg, hands, knee, etc. We studied so many parts of our body. Today we can study sense organs. What ma'am say? Sense organs. Look at the board. Sense organs. S-E-N-S-E-O-R-G-A-N-S. Sense organs. Children, what are sense organs? The parts of our body which help us to see, hear, taste, smell and touch are called sense organs. We can study in detail, okay? Look at this. These are eyes, right? These are man's eyes, right? When I close the eyes, I can't see you. When I open the eyes, I can see you. So children, eyes help us to see things, right? Without eyes, we can't see anything. So, eyes is the sense organ which help us to see. Okay? When we close, we can't see nothing, right? When we open, we can see. Okay? So, children, look at the board. Eyes help us to see. Eyes help us to see. With the help of eyes, we can see everything. Okay? So, eyes are our sense organs. Next is ear. Ma'am have 2 ears. You also have 2 ears, right? Ears help us to hear, right? Now, ma'am is teaching you EVS and you are hearing or you are listening to it with the help of ears. So, ears help us to hear. When we close this, shall we see? Shall we hear anything? No. When we open the ears, we can see, we can hear the sound. So, ears help us to hear. Okay? So, children, look at the board. Ears help us to hear. Hear. Okay? Ears help us to hear. Okay, children? So, eyes we study and ears we study. Our next sense organ is nose. This is our nose, right? For what purpose we use nose? At every moment we are breathing, right? Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. We are breathing with the help of nose, right? We are breathing, breathing, breathing. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. So, nose helps us to breathe and it helps us to smell, right? If it is a good smell, we say very good smell, right? With the help of nose, we will smell. If it is a bad smell, we say very bad smell, right? So, nose helps us to smell. Good smell, bad smell. Okay, children. So, nose helps us to smell. Okay, and smell and breathe. Nose. Nose helps us to breathe and smell. Nose helps us to breathe and smell. So, children, we studied eyes, ears, nose. Next is tongue. Where is our tongue? Right? This is our tongue. Tongue helps us to taste things. If it is a very yummy or delicious food, we will how it will taste? Very tasty. right? That means tongue help us to taste the food items. Okay? If it is very sour, we say, oh, it's very sour, right? If it is bitter also, you say, oh, it's very bitter. So, tongue help us to taste. If it is very sweet, we say, oh, very sweet. Okay? So, children, remember, tongue help us to taste. Look at the board. Tongue. Tongue help us to taste. Tongue help us to taste. Okay? So, children, what all things we study? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue. Children, our next sense organ is skin. This is our skin, right? We all have skin, right? Skin help us to feel. If I am standing here, if somebody touches me, I will feel, right? Okay? So, skin help us to feel. If I keep this chalk in my hand, I can feel it, right? If I keep here, I can feel this. This thing is in my hand. So, children, skin help us to feel. If somebody hold your hand, you can feel it, right? Okay. So, skin help us to feel. Children, skin help us to feel. I hope all of you understood. We can say it once more. Eyes. E-Y-E-S. Eyes. Eyes help us to see. Ears. E-A-R-S. Ears. Ears help us to hear. Nose. N-O-S-E. Nose. Nose help us to breathe and smell, right? Breathe and smell. Tongue help us to taste. T-O-N-G-U-E. Tongue. Tongue help us to taste. If it is a very delicious or yummy food, we'll say, very tasty, right? So it helps us to taste. Next is skin. Skin help us to feel. S-K-I-N. Skin help us to feel. So children, these are our sense organs. You have to study this, very important. Children, now we can study good touch and bad touch. Certain parts in our body are covered every time, right? The parts are called private parts that I will explain in detail. Now we can study good touch. What? Good touch. G-O-O-D. Good touch. T-O-U-C-H. Good touch. Now I touch in my hand, right? I touch. So children, a touch makes you feel pleasant and comfortable as good touch. Children, for example, whenever your father or mother come and kiss you, you feel very pleasant, right? You will be very happy. When your grandparents or grandmother, your grandfather or grandmother come and hugs you, you feel very happy and pleasant, right? So, that touch is good touch. Whenever your parents pamper you, or if a father come and kiss you and all, you feel very happy, right? That touch is good touch. A touch which makes you pleasant. Pleasant means you will be very happy when your mama kisses you, okay? When your papa hugs you, you will be very happy. So a touch that makes you feel pleasant and comfortable are called good touch. So children, good touches which makes you feel pleasant or comfortable is good touch. Okay? Children, now we can study bad touch. Bad touch. Children, I will show you a chart. Okay? This chart shows you the private parts of our body. Ma'am told you about private parts, right? So, private parts which are covered every time, right? So children, we can study in detail which are the private parts of our body. Lips, okay? You all have lips. Lips is our private part. Chest is our private part. Next is buttocks, our backside. That is our private part. And next is the part between our legs. Okay, part between our legs are private parts. So these are our private parts, which are the lips, chest, buttocks, between the legs. I hope all of you can see this chart. So children, we all should safeguard these private parts. Our lips, our chest, our backside, our buttocks, and between the legs. We have to safeguard it. Now ma'am will explain in detail about bad touch. Bad touches, a touch makes you feel unpleasant and uncomfortable is bad touch. Children, if somebody touch you in your private parts, ma'am show you the private parts, okay, in the chart. So, if somebody or if rather than your parents or grandparents, if some other than your parents or grandparents, if somebody touches your private parts, that is a bad touch. And if they are asking you, please don't tell to anybody, I am touching your private parts, don't tell to your father or mother and all, that is a bad touch. So children, a touch which makes you unpleasant, that means that touch you don't feel it is pleasant, okay? Whenever your father or mother kisses you, you feel very happy, right? If any stranger or if any unknown person touch your private parts, that touch will you feel it is a bad touch. It makes you unpleasant and uncomfortable. That is a bad touch. Children, you have to identify the bad touch. Okay? If somebody make a bad touch on you, you have to inform your parents or your brothers or sisters or your grandparents or grandmother. Please don't hesitate to say, okay? You have to inform your parents and your loved ones. Okay? That is bad touch. Children, now we can study what all things you have to do when an unknown person touches you. Okay? When an unknown person touches you, what all things you have to do? First one. When an unknown person touches you, you should not get afraid. If any stranger or any unknown person touches you, they make a bad touch on you, first of all, you don't get afraid, okay? You should be very strong, okay? You should not get afraid, okay? Next is call out to someone close by. Call out to someone close by. If somebody is near to you, you have to say, look, this man is making a bad touch on me. You have to call out, please help me. This man is making a bad touch on me. You have to call out. You have to raise your voice. Okay? You have to call out the person close to you. First, you don't get afraid and you have to call out, help me, help me. This man is making a bad touch on me. Okay? Next is move away from the place. If somebody is not there to help you, you have to move away. Please don't stay at that place. If any person or anybody make a bad touch on you, you have to move away from that place. Don't stay at that place. You have to go away. Don't stay at that place. First we have to, please don't get afraid. Call out the persons near to you, or if nobody is there to help you, you have to move away from that place. Don't stay at that place. Next is inform your parents about the person. So children, this is very important. If any person make a bad touch on you or touch on your private, make a bad touch on your private parts, you have to inform your parents. Please don't fear or scared to say to your parents. You have to inform your parents. Girls, you have to inform your mother. Okay? Please don't hesitate. You have to inform your parents. If parents were not in their home, if they are on their work sites, you have to inform your grandparents. Okay, children? So I hope all of you understood this good touch and bad touch. If anybody make a bad touch on your body, first you have to inform your parents. Please don't hesitate to say to your parents. Once more I will show you the private parts of our body. These are our private parts: lips, chest, buttocks, between the legs. So children, you should safeguard your body. Okay? You should protect your body from the bad touch. Okay? Whenever your father or mother make a good touch on you, please don't scare. They are loving you. Okay? But if any unknowing person or any stranger touch on your private part, you have to inform your parents. Okay?